Consider the following statement regarding the statutory bail in India. First statement telling that the statutory bail is a right that becomes available to an accused when the police fail to complete their investigation within a specific period. Yes, very correct statement. Second, telling that the time limit for a statutory bail is uniformly 16 days across all types of the cases. Incorrect. All types of the cases make this statement incorrect. Third, telling that a statutory bail is enshrined in the code of the criminal procedure. Yes, very correct statement. Here asking incorrect one. So only one incorrect, second one is incorrect. So correct answer is only A. Become only one. Next question number second, asking that consider the following statement about the United Nations and its structure. Telling the United Nations was established after the World War First with collective security and peacekeeping as some of its founding principles. This statement is incorrect, and reason behind the incorrect is the United Nations was established after Second World War instead of the First World War. First World War make this statement incorrect with collective security and peacekeeping as some of its founding principles. So first statement is incorrect. Second, telling that second statement read like this: the General Assembly is the primary policy making body of the UNA, while the UNSC is responsible for peace and security. Yes, very correct statement. General Assembly is the primary policy making body of the United Nations, while the United Nations Security Council is the responsible for peace and security. So very correct statement. So here asking correct one. So B means only 2 become the correct answer. Next question number third, asking that which doctrine allow for the invalidation of the unconstitutional part of the law while preserving the rest. Which question is which doctrine allow for the invalidation of the unconstitutional part of the law while preserving the rest? Option A telling that doctrine of substantive due process, B telling that doctrine of severability, and C telling that doctrine of colorable legislation, and D telling that doctrine of eclipse. And doctrine of severability allow for the invalidation of unconstitutional part of a law while preserving the rest. So B become the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Next question number 4, asking and reading like this: consider the following statement. Statement 1 telling that the Supreme Court has the power to invalidate only those laws that are in direct violation of the fundamental rights. Is very correct statement. Second, telling the doctrine of the severability allow the unconstitutional part of a law to be invalidated while preserving the rest. A second statement is also correct. Third, telling the doctrine of eclipse allow a law infringing fundamental right to be suspended until it is brought in the line with the Constitution. As third is also correct. So here asking correct one. So all are correct. So C become the correct answer. All three. The next question number 5, read like this: which of the following cases reaffirm the right to a speedy trial as a fundamental right under Article 21? Option A telling that Justice K.S. Puthuswamy vs. Union of India, and B telling that Delhi Exercise Policy case, and C telling that Shreya Singhal vs. Union of India case, and D telling that Maneka Gandhi vs. Union of India. So A become the correct answer. B is the correct. Delhi Exercise Policy case reaffirm the right to a speedy trial as a fundamental right under Article 21. So B is the correct answer. Next question number 6, asking that which of the following indicator is not included in the National Multidimensional Poverty Index, and not asking not one. So access to clean drinking water is yes, this is included, and B is the school attendance, it is also included, Per capita income, it is not included. Child mortality, it is also included. So here the per capita income is not included in the national multidimensional poverty index. So correct answer is C. Next question number 7, asking that consider the following statement. Dharma Guardian exercise is a joint military exercise between the Army of the India and Japan. Yes, very correct statement. Dharma Guardian exercise is a joint military exercise between the India, Army of the India and Japan is very correct statement. And second statement telling that Malabar exercise which involve the Navy of the Indian and Japan also include the other Quad nation. SB. Second statement is also correct. And third telling that Veer Guardian is a military exercise conducted between the naval force of the India and Japan. This statement incorrect. Naval force no, air force. Air force make the naval force make this statement incorrect. Otherwise all statement are correct. So here asking correct one. So third one we have seen the incorrect. So first and second is correct. So only 2 means B is the correct answer. Next question number 4, asking 8, asking that which committee or report first recommended the concept of the lateral entry into the Indian civil service? And first committee given the Sarkaria Commission, first Administrative Reform Commission, Punchi Commission, and Surendra Nath Committee. And here correct option is B, D, Surendra Nath Committee. So Surendra Nath Committee or report first recommended the concept of the lateral entry into the Indian civil service. So here D become the correct answer. Next question number 9, read like this that which of the following article of the Indian Constitution allow the Supreme Court to declare any law void if it contravenes to the fundamental right? And option here telling that article 142, B telling that article 136 and 136, and C telling that article 13, and D telling that article 32. So correct option is article 13. 13 means article 13 of the Indian Constitution allow the Supreme Court to declare any law void if it is contravenes to the fundamental right. So option C become the correct answer. Next question number 10. Last but not the least, one asking that consider the following statement about the anticipatory bail. And option A telling that anticipatory bail is granted before the arrest of an accused person, and is very correct statement. Second telling that concept of anticipatory bail is explicitly mentioned in the Indian Constitution. This is incorrect. In Indian Constitution make this statement incorrect. In Indian Constitution concept of anticipatory bail is not mentioned clearly. So this is incorrect. And third telling the anticipatory bail can be granted by both session court and high court is very correct statement. He asking the incorrect one. So incorrect one is only one, means second one is so correct. I would like to here one A option A only one A become the correct answer. And we will see you in the next video with a new question and new energy. With a new energy I would like to stop here.